If you have a question, please leave it in the comments. Your answer might be next. The first question says, how do I maintain a good credit score? There are several steps to understanding how to maintain a good credit score. The very first step is to understand credit. Even if you already have credit accounts, you must pause and educate yourself, because if you do not understand how credit works, you will not be able to maintain it, nor will you be able to prosper from it or use it wisely. So, begin by understanding your credit, understanding the concept, of credit. What does it mean? How does it work? There are so many sites online that can break down credit and all of the concepts related to it in user-friendly ways that anyone could understand. Don't assume you know. Find out for yourself. You must learn terms like debt to income ratio. There are various kinds of credit that you must research and learn about. Each of these kinds of credit have their own inner workings that you must know. You need to learn about utilization rate, how interest works, what's meant by due date and reporting date. There are things about credit that you have to understand in order to use it wisely. The second step to maintaining good credit is to never charge more than you can repay. Never charge more than you can repay. If you have revolving lines of credit, like credit cards, you must pay off the balance in full. If you're not able to pay off the balance in full each month, make sure you pay enough that reflects less than 30% of your overall credit limit. Again, try your best for revolving lines of credit to pay off your balance in full. If not, pay enough where your utilization rate is lower than 30%. If you have installment loans and installment credit lines, those things are car loans, furniture loans, etc. You must agree to pay on a schedule, and you must pay as agreed on time. If you have a mortgage loan, you're financing a home, not only do you have to pay as agreed on time, some would advise that you pay more on your mortgage if it's possible every month. The third step, the third component to maintaining a good credit score It's not using a debit card or cash. Use credit cards instead. This set of actions requires a mindset shift. How do you value credit? How do you value cash? At this point, I would rather have all of my credit accounts at a zero balance and $13 left in my account than have $13,000 cash and 6 lines of credit that I cannot use because I have maxed out each line and I'm struggling to pay off my balances. So again, the third component to maintaining a good credit score is making the decision not to use a debit card or cash, but to use credit cards instead. You pay for the things you normally would pay for with cash. Think about the things you currently use your debit card for: gas, food, groceries. Go ahead and use your credit card to pay for those things, and then you pay the balance off in full with your cash. Depending on the kind of card you have, you may be incurring rewards for using your credit card, cash rewards, travel rewards. Ultimately, though, you are incrementally maintaining and improving your credit. The fourth component that I would say is a requirement for maintaining good credit is not to open too many new accounts in a short period of time. Depending on your age, depending on how fresh and new and quote good your credit is, you may be getting solicited with ads that come in the mail, emails, click here, you're pre-approved, but you want to be selective in the accounts that you open. You want to have an idea for how those accounts will be used, and you definitely don't want to open too many new accounts or overall too many accounts in a short period of time. The fifth and final piece of advice that I have for how to maintain good credit is simply to monitor your credit. Enroll in a credit monitoring service. There are many free credit monitoring services. I personally use creditkarma.com, and you check in with those services frequently. You monitor to make sure that all of your accounts are reflected and reported currently and accurately, and that there are no mistakes, no errors on your credit report. When you do find those errors or mistakes, credit monitoring enables you to easily dispute those items and get feedback. For me, credit monitoring has been invaluable. These are my 5 tips on how to maintain a good credit score.